Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to the third episode of WandaVision. Yes, we're looking forward to another piece of the puzzle to this wacky story.
Let's get at it. Like always, do us a huge favor. Hit that like button.
Punch that subscribe button and ring that notification bell.
This is instantly 70s.
Oh, yeah.
Starsky and Hutch chair.
Oh, it's totally Brady Bunch.
Or the
Or Partridge Family.
Partridge Family.
Yeah. Oh, totally 70s outfits.
Laverne and Shirley. Lawsuit.
Oh, man.
This is so
listen to the music
that's
and everything.
awesome. They did an awesome job of
Oh,
this.
that's amazing. What?
What the hell? A glitch in the system?
Yeah, I think so.
For a computer, he's pretty slow.
Yeah.
He's gonna be here before you figure it out.
Lamont class.
We will rock you.
Yeah.
Do these earrings make me look fat?
Oh, that's awesome.
Holy
Oh, man.
twins.
Maybe, yeah. Looks like starting to figure it out.
Something's wrong with you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just glitching it to what she wants.
Yeah.
It's interesting that she's kind of trapped in this dream, too, here. Like, you know, Monica Rambeau. It's kind of strange. Is it a stork? That's awesome. Oh,
It's a fish.
Just things are going haywire.
And not even noticing.
Yeah. It's just so bizarre. Hey? Only one? There's another one. Oh.
Small town, you know. So hard to escape.
Yeah.
He was killed by Ultron.
That's out of left field.
What do you mean she has no home?
What was that?
Because
Isn't that the sword symbol? I think she's gonna flip out here. What do you think? It's like they want to tell him, but no one's telling him, right? You know? Oh, she just threw her out. I'm sleepy Jean. Episode 3, done.
Yeah. And now we're getting some more twisted stuff happening.
Yeah.
We're beginning to see
Super weird.
we're beginning to see the cracks in what's actually happening now.
Yeah.
This is obviously a world that Wanda looks to have created for herself.
Well, I noticed at the end there when we're seeing after Monica Rambeau got thrown out of the town or whatever, like, so we saw the fencing and then you saw some lights. Like I'm wondering,
It's almost like Wanda has fenced off her own little world.
yeah. And so I'm wondering, like, I'm just theorizing here. I mean, maybe there's stuff out there. I've been trying to keep away from spoilers, and I know you have too. But I almost feel like maybe she's created like a town in the middle of nowhere, and so whoever it is, which would be Sword, has fenced it off and is monitoring the whole thing because her reality is so warped.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, it's the warnings we got from the previous episodes where they're asking Wanda what's happening or what.
Yeah,
That's obviously them trying to
connect
figure,
her.
and find out what's going on because it looks like she's locked everybody out, and they're trying to get in there and bring her out of this alternate reality.
So if you think about if Monica Rambeau is in that, it's like they planted her in there to try and maybe snap her back out of it. Like, I think that's what they're trying. I think that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to snap her out of this alternate reality.
They're trying. It looks like they're trying to draw people into her reality without her realizing that they're not her projections or whatever she's created,
Yeah.
and trying to kind of awaken her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, and I guess we're only seeing a small section of, that's her reality in this west view, right?
That's what the reality she's
Yeah.
created that she wants, because we all know that Vision's technically he's dead.
Well, he's dead, yeah.
So she's created this world that looks like to have her perfect world
Yeah.
if he had lived.
So, I'm also thinking like when she's like, well, also when she was having in labor there, all that stuff's going haywire, right?
Because she
Pictures
couldn't concentrate to hold
Yeah.
it together, it looks like.
So I'm wondering if that's just happening in that section. What's happening outside of it? Like, is she messing with anything else?
Well,
Possible.
yeah. I'm thinking that it's a self-contained world.
Well,
Right?
maybe that's what they realized stuff was meant, so they actually
but
contained it.
It's contained, but we know this is all leading to the alternate universes coming to fruition, and so I'm guessing with her great amount of power that she has, and with her struggling to hold on and keep it all together, it'll eventually start tearing itself apart.
Yeah.
And that's how we get these alternate.
Well, these rifts or whatever it's going, these realities.
Yeah.
Like if some of the stuff that we're hearing, I'm not immune to like spoilers, but they're out there. You can try and not read them, but I mean, I think you're gonna get some of them. I mean, and I think this is where, because Wanda is so powerful, she's gonna need to get drawn back in, and that's why I think you're gonna have, like, obviously we know Doctor Strange is gonna make an appearance, so that he's the one that's gonna have to pull her out of some sorts, because I think he might be the only one that can reach her, because his magic, and she's got magic. He's full of magic.
Yeah, Doctor Strange is going to be part of all these. Going to be a major part of how this all forms and how this all comes together. So I'm not that familiar with Doctor Strange and his powers.
Yeah,
but yeah, he's going to be the one who kind of comes in and has to try and contain this world and anchor.
They've had lots of interactions in the comics, her and Wanda. So I think there's going to be, for sure. Yeah, they're tying it in. Like, I mean, I think that's what I like about these Marvel, movies and now the show, is that they take existing comic book lore, like stories, and they twist them a little bit.
They're using it for the backbone of the story, kind of, but making it their own, a new version of the story.
And which I think is cool, because I think some people are thinking, oh, well, how can you twist that story? It was so good, but they're doing a good job.
But it's also good that they're doing that, because they're keeping us guessing. So if you know the story, this is what they're doing. Well, yes, this is what they're doing, but there's going to be twists on it, and you're not going to see what's coming exactly.
No,
that actually will make it interesting. The other thing was brought up that kind of set her off when they started talking about her brother.
Yeah.
And one of the spoilers that I happened to come across is that Evan Peters is supposed to be in this series. Spoiler warnings.
Yeah, spoiler warnings.
Just so you know.
Yeah.
But if Evan Peters is going to be, he's going to be playing an alternate version. He'll be playing the Marvel version of her brother, Quicksilver.
And for those that don't know who Evan Peters is, he was in the Fox X-Men Pietro. And that's Quicksilver.
I had said X-Men, but
I didn't. I wasn't listening to this. Just hearing myself talk.
But he did a great job.
He did.
His version was a great character. I liked it as well.
I didn't mind. What's his name there? Aaron
Taylor
Tom's. Yeah, is that what it is? I don't know. We're lame. We can't figure it out. We'll go back.
Aaron Taylor.
Yeah.
I think some along
Taylor Johnson.
Taylor Johnson.
Yeah.
He's actually a really good actor. I liked all
he's good. I mean, I liked his character, but I feel like we didn't get enough of him in that Ultron movie. But
no, he was very sparingly, and then they wiped him out.
Oh yeah. So that's a question. So if we're gonna have Evan Peters in, and they're taking it from that mock or that Fox type scenario and rolling it in, that begs the question: is there going to be more of that scenario, like with some of those? Because you and I have talked about this over before, where will they bring some of the other actors who played some of those X-Men characters that were good, and bring him into this scenario?
I don't think any single character in the history of Marvel that's been on television or in the movies is off limits now.
I totally agree.
Because rumors out there are that all these different Spider-Men are going to be coming up in the next movie. Daredevil's back.
Yeah, Charlie Cox.
Cox is supposed to be back, which is awesome.
Oh, that's amazing.
So they're bringing back in all these different properties to tie into these different worlds. this is gonna be it's gonna be something pretty epic. Like
Oh yeah, like I honestly like hearing all that stuff, and whether it comes to fruition or I don't know, but it's cool because I never thought you could top a 23 epic arc of
well,
a
I was
series.
literally just about to say,
Yeah.
how do you top something like how they ended off Endgame? Like I
Oh,
was like thinking,
yeah, no way.
Marvel going forward is gonna lose their grip a little bit and
Yeah.
slide a little bit because how do you top that? Because it was so damn good and
Yeah,
it was
I
so
know.
damn epic, and they're building towards Secret Wars, and this storyline is gonna be huge, huge,
Well,
huge,
yeah,
huge.
and I think I heard the backlash a little bit. Oh, like I saw some of the feeds. Oh, this boring. The first two episodes are boring for WandaVision, and I think patience is what you need for this because it's a bigger setup. It's a bigger story, and I think that's what they're gonna connect together. It's gonna work. I just feel it. Like I don't know. That's maybe I'm just optimistic or I'm just blind faith because Marvel hasn't done this wrong, right?
And yeah, and people got to realize you watch television shows week to week.
Yeah.
You don't have something epic every single time.
Yeah.
You build towards
Yeah,
something,
that's right.
and that's what they're doing. They're going to slowly build up a big story. It's
Mhm.
basically taking if it's 8 or 9 episodes, you're
Mhm.
and they're half an hour at least a piece. You're looking at 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours worth of material. So you're looking at 2-3 movies possibly worth of
Yeah.
material. You have to space it out. It's not going to all be action packed and
No.
everything. And in this episode, we started to see the tatters
Cracks.
all coming apart. But the neighbor saw it through the
Oh yeah.
concrete as he's trimming the hedges, and
Yeah.
just little things like that. Things were starting to fall apart. So
That stork was hilarious.
everybody's becoming self-aware of what's going on in that world. And the stork was
That was awesome.
It's the classic television again. Like
Oh yeah.
they did a great job. Like the themes, the intro,
Oh, the
the
sets.
camera work, like how they film it. It was all
Mhm.
classic retro, very much.
Like Brady Bunch, Partridge Family
Oh,
feeling. We
yeah,
said that
it
when
was-
we were
it was-
reacting.
They've done every episode perfect so far.
Oh,
They got the
yeah.
feel and the tone, and the stork. It was classic.
I read somewhere, and I'm not. Don't quote me on this, but I read that this is the most expensive television production
Ever.
per episode.
It's
Yeah.
20 some million.
I can't remember
Per
what it was, but
episode.
yeah, 20 million or was it 2 million per episode or something?
20 some million
Holy
dollars
crow!
per
Okay,
episode.
that's crazy.
Yeah, I think the whole overall production was $200 some million for this TV show
That's nuts.
for the streaming service.
But think about it. Like, look at the sets. Look at the elaborate intros, all the different things. Like, you're not just filming one intro and that's your story for the entire series.
There's
right?
a ton, like, regardless of how you look at it, there's a ton of effects still in the show.
Yeah.
And we haven't even seen anything yet. Like, there's gonna be a lot more coming. But even what we've seen, the production value, there's a lot of money being spent on
It's
this.
unreal. But I think it's paying off because it looks awesome.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I think that what I like about this one, the colors are very vibrant. Everything is kind of, it's that 70s feel.
If
It's like,
you were to film 70s television with modern technology,
yeah.
it still has that vibrant pop, the colors. Even I think at the beginning of the episode, did it say in Technicolor or in color?
I think
in
it's
color?
something like that.
But it was very much
cool.
retro, but it had the colors pop the way they used to. But it's just clear.
Oh yeah. No, I mean, I like I said, I think that the payoff is going to hit it. But I think if we're having the 9 episodes of this, and I think you're right, you can't have epic every episode. It's a long game, right?
Your storytelling.
I'm happy if we just have like one kind of puzzle piece every episode, so you kind of just build it up.
Well, and it keeps
Not
not to feed you too much at once because they want to keep you guessing and keep you interested. They want to keep you coming back to watch more.
Well,
if they give you everything at once, well then.
Well, that's boring, man.
Yeah,
I know.
so it's just gonna be all action. Well, popcorn movies are the action flicks are fun and all, but look what happens with some of them. It's the action's there, but you get no dialogue. You get a Michael Bay film.
Michael Bay. He has some good films.
Oh, he does, absolutely.
But
but you get that you get pigeonholed into it's just a popcorn flick and
It's
there's
like
real low substance.
cookie cutter, right?
And this way you're getting a lot of story and you're getting some mystery to it. You're keeping fans guessing because we're getting to know a little bit more now and we kind of have an idea of where they're going with it.
Yeah.
But we still don't know where it's going because they can go in any direction yet if they want to say they think they know what's happening. Well, we can take it in this direction.
I'm just looking forward to this whole story. Because I mean, like now you're throwing Doctor Strange in there, and then if Spider-Man,
Wow.
all this multiverse, like this open the
This
multiverse
is,
rift.
this is opening up the whole next phase of
Oh,
Marvel.
it's crazy.
And this is what they're using it for. Because you don't just open up a massive story like that without laying all the seeds. And you can't rush into that. And that's exactly what they're doing. Because like you said, they're going to lead into Spider-Man and Doctor Strange too. And then it just explodes from there.
Yeah. No, I agree. Well, overall finishing thoughts on the episode, like
we're getting a little bit more like I can see where people were like, okay, the first 2 episodes were kind of slower jar. They were just basically almost like retro sitcoms and didn't give you that much. But we knew that was going to kind of start picking up, and it did. And so I think it's only going to start, as we go along, it's going to pick up a little bit more and more at each episode until they build to the last 2 episodes, 3 episodes.
Oh yeah, I mean I liked it. I thought it was so far like. I think to me is if you can kind of build on every episode and it gets a little bit better and a little bit better, and I think that's so far episode 3. This was better than the first 2. Like, so we're going somewhere, and I like to see that. So, I mean, I'm looking forward to more.
Yeah,
I wish we could watch more of it right now.
Yeah, that's the only thing about them doing it weekly, but it makes it easier for us to react to.
It sure does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. No.
Well, that does it for another episode of WandaVision. That's episode number 3. And as always, if you have any thoughts, theories, plots, queries, any of that kind of stuff, drop them in the box below. And please do us a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. It would be doing us a world of good.
Thanks for watching with us. Be sure to join in next week for episode 4. And as you know it, it's Holstein Gator signing off.